Dinesh Kashyap, and this is 5 Minute Kitchen. And today we have a very special guest, and that is Milton. Milton is from Hotel Saskatchewan, and he's the chef there. Such an honor to have you here, my friend.
It's my pleasure, sir.
Yes, and so what we're going to do is Mughalai beef curry. That's what I'm calling it, Mughalai beef curry.
So what today's show is really, we're doing a thing for the food bank. So really what we're trying to do is just create a little bit of entertainment for Food for Friends for the food bank. So that's what the show's a little bit about. It's going to be running during the day for Food for Friends.
I'm the executive chef at the hotel. I've been there for 5.5 months, and it's been a fun ride.
So how did you get roped into doing this 5-minute kitchen?
Oh, it's anything for Dinesh actually. He's a very regular and most valued customer. This is actually a very good cut of beef. But this summer, we are actually hoping to have our own herb garden and grow our own tomatoes. It's a little investment, but the GM Mala Piston, she is really pushing for it, so it's awesome.
So we can look forward to locally grown herbs at the Hotel Sask.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Just go to the backyard and get some. Unfortunately, we have just 4 or 5 months in Saskatchewan or Regina with the good weather, but we're hoping for more. But what we're going to do is we're going to work with some greenhouses and get it started a month before, so we get a little head start. So the idea is to get our own tomatoes, and we're going to feature those items as our in a menu, and we're going to call it our own.
Hey.
Yeah, so it's
Spices that I'm going to use, and approximately it is 1 teaspoon of the coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika. It's not hard, it's just color, it gives a nice color. And then this is dhania, this is the coriander, and on all ground. And
Yeah, you grind your own spices too, don't you? You buy them.
Exactly.
Where do you get them at?
Actually, at Superstore is fine, but we try to get the whole spices, because you never know what you're getting in the powders, And secondly, as you know, with the coffee, that the moment you grind it, the flavor starts disappearing, right? So the perfect thing would be that for every meal you grind your own little, as we do in India.
I went to hotel school in India. This is 19 years back, and then I was in US for 4 years. Did my master's in hospitality at Johnson Wales. But I learned more on the job. I learned everything on the job. Getting the flavor of chili,
Yes.
and the color and the flavor. A paprika is the right spice to use, and then cumin and coriander really balance it out.
Now I'm going to put some butter in the pan, and there's a non-stick pan, and I'm going to wait for it to melt, become hot. Mughals were the great emperors of India, They are, give you an example, the Taj Mahal was built by one of the Mughals, right? And in terms of style, in terms of, creating things of beauty, which include food is part of it very much, They created recipes which are unparalleled today, isn't it? Really. These are incredible, very rich, very tasty, very delicious. I'm going to just let it has to become hot. So, butter has got a little fat, a little of that moisture, So it just, the moisture is drying off, going away.
So what do you think of his recipe here, Milton? You've been cooking, for how many years you've been in the business?
It's been 19 years now.
19 years, and you've cooked all over the world almost, huh?
Almost, yeah.
You were telling me you cooked for a restaurant in New York. It was, what was that place called?
It was called Tamarind. It was in Port Chester, New York. And,
Port Chester, New York.
It was more of Asian food with American attitude.
Here is cumin seed, and I'm going to add the cumin seed there.
Milton, what does cumin seed do for a recipe? What's the magic with cumin?
Cumin is, it's used in India and the Persian Gulf a lot. It gives lovely aroma. Actually, Mexicans use a lot of cumin as well. But I think Indians are the only ones who use whole cumin seeds. Everybody will roast it and grind it, but then it leaves a very distinct flavor. It leaves very pleasing to the palate.
And so what is happening is just like the roasting of the beans of coffee, This is what is happening here, and all the flavors that are inside come out and really change, and they become much more, visible, or you can smell them, the flavor really comes out, and this is one of the primary spices. Now I'm going to add the other spices, and this.
What have we got here? Yeah.
This is cumin ground, but it's different. It has a totally different effect on cooking as opposed to the seed. Okay, now this is coriander ground, about a spoon.
What is the difference of grinding and a whole seed, Milton? What do you think the difference is there? Why do the flavors burst differently?
Well, a roasted cumin will give you an entirely different taste. While the cumin ground, it also acts as a binding agent. It even gives a thickness to the product, a body to the product as well.
Fantastic. It's starting to look, oh, look at the colors.
You can see it is changing colors, and you know it's really coming into shape. And now we are ready to pour the beef.
So we'll get, there it is, there it is.
Milton is going to do
The executive chef of the Hotel Sass, Milton. Fantastic. So how long do you, what's the process now? We're just basically, so what are we doing? How far are we in the recipe now, Dinesh?
Actually, what we're doing, I'm just, just making sure that the thing is cooked.
Cooking the beef with the sauce.
And then it's just about ready. That's all we've got to do.
I think we should get Murray to sample it. He'll be our
Sure.
sample guest guy. We gotta get an outside taste here.
I would love to try some.
So what do you think, Chef? Did it turn out?
Oh, the texture is lovely. It has really kept the beef and the gravy together. It looks really rich. Nice. Good job.
Think you put it on the Hotel Sass menu? Let's get a shot of your jacket there. There it is. Whoa. Executive chef. Thanks for being on 5 Minute Kitchen.
It's a
Let's get
pleasure.
Murray to try it.
Tell me what this dish is. I'm just going to have a
This
taste.
is, we just define it Moghul beef curry.
Curry.
And Mughals were the great emperors of India who created the Taj Mahal. But they also created food appropriate with that,
Food for kings, huh?
Yeah, food for the
I
kings,
see what the
exactly.
chef meant about the texture. It's delicious. Your wife must be jealous when you cook this well.
Well, she doesn't know.
Thanks, Murray.
The Moghul beef curry that you just saw being tasted by the chef and Milton, and I'm just so happy. It's a great time. Christmas is always the most wonderful time of the year. But remember, the people who don't have enough to eat, who depend on the food bank to fill their bellies, please help them. I would appreciate very much. Support the food bank. Thank you.
Well, this is beautiful, and it was really fast as well. It is 5 minutes, eh? Awesome.